Good afternoon, Internet. I am your host, HazelPlace89. Welcome to City Skylines 1. We are in old Samville today, and I would like to introduce one of my favorite industries into this beautiful city. As you can see, we are over at our water treatment facility, our scalable water treatment area, place, the water company, etc., etc. And as such, I would like this episode to be focused on water. So, here's my thought process. Here's what I'm thinking. We have this beautiful area right here where there's nothing on it, and I want there to be things on it. I want it to be a little busier. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to add some fishing industry. Now, fishing industry is an industry in this game that I admire a lot. I like it. It's great, it's fun, and I'm a fan. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in here and we're gonna deforest a bunch of stuff. Don't worry, we'll add it back as we need to. Let's just do about right here, like so we can see what we're working with. And really, that was just to kind of make way for the terrain we're about to modify. So we're gonna go choose our level terrain tool. We're going to up our brush size. Let's say about that'll work. Then we're gonna right click the height we want, and we're just gonna drag a doodle all over the place. Like this. I'm gonna go around the green. I don't want to encroach on the beaches that kind of occur naturally here, but I want to do it like this, because here's what we have to think about. Here's what we have to consider. We have to consider that these fishing industry buildings can go on keys, but I don't think I want to put them on keys. I think I want them just on the ground. So what we'll need to do is we'll just need to make sure that everything is flat and squared away. Let's get this, see if we can't kind of flatten you out just a little bit, and then we'll come through and we'll add some softening and everything like that. So what I'm going to do at this point, now that we've got our land the way we want it to, I want to add a road, and I think we'll come off of this junction right here, because that makes the most sense for this, what we're going to be doing. And let's just let's go about 15. Let's turn off our road guidelines first. We're gonna go 15 like that, and then I think what we'll do, let's just add a road about here perhaps. I think that'll work. And then let's go and try to get a nice smooth connection. Turn the road guidelines back on for this, and that'll be an 11 by 12. Close enough. That's fine. I don't mind it. And then what we can do is we can have another junction coming off here to kind of help not turn this into a big cul-de-sac. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab a slope. We're gonna grab this height, and we're gonna come off to about right here. Yeah, slopeify that like so. All right, same thing. We're gonna do this. We're gonna turn on our terrain views, and we're just gonna go. Let's actually use the freeform, because I want to get that pretty much right there. And it's subtle, but there is a slope there. You can't see it, but it's there. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Trust me, brother. Alright. But let's grab our soften tool. Let's turn our brush strength down a good ways. Bring our size up just a little bit. And just kind of, I'm just kind of clicking out and about. I'm not going too crazy wild with it. We're just clicking. We're just doing some soft clickage with the mouse. And I want to keep this intact. I feel like this is a fun little water feature. We could maybe do some beach detailing right here or something. I don't know, but we will figure it out. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead now, turn off our road guidelines, and I'm going to make this, let's go 12 units. And then we will just do 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And I'm going to turn this into a delightful little curve. A little 4x4 curve like that, to kind of help not make it so gross. Alternatively, what we could do is this. So let's go ahead And we're gonna do that. Let's do that. Angle seems about fine. Turn our road guidelines back on, and we will get a nice simple curve out like that. And that area is connected. So what I want to do is I want it at least one fisherman's pier to be right here, and then I think we could have another one on that angle, which I think will be fine. So let's see if we can't level that out with this tool. That's a little big. That's a little too much. That'll be fine. So we're gonna up our strength. Gonna go there. And I want it to be as even as possible. Something like that. And I think that'll be okay. So here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go to our industries. We're gonna find our fish industry. We have all sorts of salmon, which is awesome. I feel like salmon is a good time. So let's go ahead and we're gonna snap it right there. Yeah, and I'm not gonna worry about keys. I just want it to be, I want it to be a little more organic out here. I don't want it to be too busy. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna connect these roads up. We're gonna connect this road up like this. But what I need to do is we're gonna grab our level terrain. Let's get this, the feathered brush out actually. And we're just gonna do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. To kind of make it less jarring of an experience for our fishermen. And then we can just come in here with our softening tool and just do a little bit of that. So they are connected to roads, but what we need to do is connect them to everything else. So let's go ahead, grab our 2-lane road, and I'm going to just use our freeform tool. We're gonna do that, but I'm gonna actually take that out because I don't appreciate the way that it was doing the things that it was doing. So I'm going to just a little solid angle like that, but I still have a node there. I think what we'll have to do, friends, is do something like this actually. So let's go ahead. I want it to connect there. That's fine. Okay. So I think what we can do is get a straight segment here, which we totally can, and then I think maybe a straight segment there. We cannot, but what we can try to do is this. I want it to look nice. I'm sorry if it's not exactly fun to watch. There we go. Oh no, that's not what we want. Let's try this right here. We have a 13 that way. We have a 7. We're gonna do a 7, and I think. Oh yeah, that works. That's fine. There's still a lot of nodes there, but hey, what can you do? I don't know. So now we're going to follow the coast like so. Like that. And then we're going to grab a simple curve and do that. And then what we'll do, we're going to come straight off right here. Connect you, but I'm going to make it not gross and ugly. So, what we'll need to do, these roads aren't parallel, so I'm going to come off 7 units, like so, and then we're going to come off 7 units, like so, and we're going to make ourselves a handy dandy curve, like so. And so this gives us a fun shape wherein we can add industry, like zoned industry rather. So another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to do what I just did and play with the game pause while you're messing with water, because that is a surefire way to flood things where you don't want flooding. So I know that probably set off quite a number of people, but I apologize. I was not paying attention. So it's great. It's lovely. We have that. Now what we need to do, bring our services in. We're going to just do this. and we're going to make ourselves some pipes under the road where they belong, because that's where piping goes. Right in the floorboards, in the walls, hidden, out of sight, orderly, in order. There we go. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to connect you. And our water capacity should be fine and dandy because of our beautiful water company we made. Power is getting there, but we'll address that later. So here's what we're going to do. I would like to go ahead now, and we're going to add in just some like through roads in here. Kind of like this, you know, kind of like that. Actually, I don't think that'll work. I think what we could do, I think that's fine actually. So what we're going to need to do is I'm going to come in here and connect power. Let's actually do building here. Alternatively, we could also very definitely come in here like this. I'm going to clean up this district first, because we don't need our farms to extend all the way past this. So we're going to just shave it off like that. A little overlap will be fine. Actually, let's just do that. But yeah. District cleanup, friends. Make your district pretty with the tools you have available. Yeah. Beautiful. And then we're going to just chop that off. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to make ourselves a district for our fishing stuff. This will be like a fun market area slash industry area. We have the demand for commercial and industry, as you can see in the bottom left of the screen, where our Rico meter is. This thing. And let's go ahead and we're going to just clean this up. Nice like that. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. So they're screaming for power. So let's give the people what they want. We're going to do this. And then we're going to come across. And these power lines are definitely just a temporary solution. But I don't want the things to break before we can use them. So what I'm going to do is we need to set lines for our fishery. We're going to just do this. I'm not going to optimize it. I'm just going to try to just... honestly, it's more for aesthetics than it is anything else. I know that this is probably not the most efficient way for the industry to go. Specifically the fishing, but is that a tuna? Or is that shellfish? Oh, that's tuna. That's shellfish. Okay. I can imagine that these will not be 100%ers, but that's okay. I don't mind it. What we can do though is we can kind of go in like so, and then swoop around this little island down here. And then maybe come back like that. Yeah. So as we should begin to see some of the boats and stuff come out. I kind of want to observe for a quick second and see what we've got. Oh yeah, look at that. They're going out. They're catching fish. I love it. Look at the little guy go. Look at him go. So good. Also this body of water connects to the ocean, so that's cool. This will be a fun area to build out over here. I'm excited. This map is one of my favorites. It's quickly becoming a favorite. So anyway, let's take a look now and see what we can do in regards to this. We're going to turn this into industrial evolution because I want the industrial stuff to evolve, I guess. That was a bad joke. I don't want to like full out fill the zoning in with everything, but what I do feel like we need to consider is we come here to our fish industry. We have a fish farm we could definitely place in somewhere, And I think I like the idea of maybe having it somewhere, which honestly is kind of redundant. But I don't know if I want to put it in this area because this area is really cramped and really small. What we could do is do some fish farms over here, but I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, if I even want those. So instead, let's look at some other assets. What we have. We have the fish market, which I think is an amazing asset. And we could definitely have ourselves a fun time with it. We could have it right here, perhaps. And I think that jumps power. It does, so we can get rid of all of that mess. And then, because it is the way it is, we could also, let's say we want to demarcate the area for detailing. We could do that too. So what we could do, I'm just going to do some path connections for now. We could have some paths coming off like so, just to kind of like give the illusion that this is where people, like fishermen, can go to, you know, I've caught me fish and I've got to go sell it in the market or something. We can do something like that. Let's do this. And then we can have detailing spots, all sorts of good stuff. Now, we also have Fish Factory, which I love the idea of having kind of close by. And I think I want it right here, but I think I want it on an angle. And luckily we have this beautiful little thing. And we can totally do that. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to grab... Let's do a shallow angle. Let's do about 135 if we can. And 135.1 is okay. And we're going to turn on everything except road guidelines. And we're just going to go straight out. And then I think what we'll do is we're going to have ourselves a little curve here. Like so. Alright. And now what we can do is we can come in here. Ooh, that fits perfectly actually. Have it right here. Let's have it closer to where our industry is. Or yeah. Oh, that's gonna be amazing. And then this kind of a similar thing. What we could do is we could come through and add this. And then we could have, let's say, just for brainstorming, let's go to our parks and we're gonna go find a parking lot. Get this bad boy, or alternatively, we could just do a few of those, and then we could even add out the back if we needed to. But friends, it really is one of my favorite industries in the game. I like it. Let's turn off everything here. We're going to go to angle, get our simple curve, and we're going to make a little connection like so to connect that up. So yeah, we have very quickly a fishing industry. Now let's see what kind of milestones and things we have. We need farm. We do need to farm the fish actually. We have different types of. So cool. So we can specify as we unlock these which we want to get. And this area would be great for fishing salmon, but I don't want to like clear all the salmon out. But what we could do is that now that I'm looking at it, I kind of think it would be a good idea to get some sort of fish farm in at some point somewhere. And I think maybe over here would be a good idea, but we don't have that tile unlocked, unfortunately. So what I think we'll do instead, we'll just come through. Is I like the idea of maybe having some smaller commercial uses out here, especially next to fish market. So these could be kind of like special fish restaurants, seafood restaurants even, perhaps. Well, yeah. So that's great. That's wonderful. I really love this industry. I really love the fishing industry because I love fishing like in real life. Yeah, I remember my uncle taking me fishing, and it was a fun experience. Then church friends taking us fishing and all sorts of fun stuff. Love to fish. Let's place a path here just to kind of demarcate this little bad boy. And there we have it. This is the start of our, oh goodness, look at this. So this is some sightline stuff right here. So let's say we're coming in this angle and you see this beautiful building right here. Alternatively, what we could do is if we want to expand even more, we could find a warehouse. We could find a small warehouse and add it somewhere close by. I think I might put it kind of here somewhere. And this will generate traffic to this area as well. Ooh. I could rework this so we can fit this in behind. So good. So many options. So, friends, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off, do some detailing, do some working to make this area look pretty. Maybe add some more industry. So, with all that done, all this said, with our glorious fish industry ready to rock and roll, I will be back momentarily. All right, welcome back. That was a good time. I enjoyed that. I wanted to kind of detail the area in such a way that made it inviting. And I know it's like a fishing industry and there's a big factory right here. So let's start with the factory and what I've done. Basically, I redid it completely. I redid our fish factory here. Let's just kind of look and see what we've done. Our fish factory was backwards facing the road, and I was thinking about it last night, and I was like, you know what? I need to switchy-doodle that around. So I switched it around. I added this little road, Piper Evans Street right here. It's just a road with the sidewalks on it, and I added some parking out front of our fish factory for employees, and then I have this little eatery area outside, kind of chilling. And I know it's kind of unsafe with the roads just kind of converging, but you know, it's my party, and I will cry if I want to. But no, it's fine. I fence lined the whole area. I added this back street here because I feel like that makes sense. Again, with the split road with the median, and then with the sidewalk road, and then I filled in everything with our surface tool. Let's go back into our camera mode. I filled everything in with the surface tool because I don't have the airport aprons, and I just enjoy using the surface tool a lot. Painted all that in with concrete, then I came through and just added some industrial type detailing. I kind of want to get some more assets for this, but I don't want to go too heavy with that. But what I also did was I added this warehouse, I added the small warehouse, and I specified for fish, specifically fish. I had to set that manually. And then we came through, we added paths before the time lapse, but I just came through and I put in some little buildings here, some of these beautiful industrial evolution assets. And I think that turned out really well. I like this corner of the place. It just kind of makes me happy, and I like that a lot. Moving over here, I didn't do too much, but what I did was I added this street behind our commercial buildings here for a parking lot. So if people visit the area, say they come to the fish market, they can, it's very walkable. I wanted to make this place very walkable. So we have our fish market, our fish market here with a sidewalk restaurant here. So we could pretend that the sidewalk restaurant is like a very special, fresh out of the lake seafood restaurant. Same deal with some of these other commercial buildings. And then I just added a path around it. I fence lined the path, and then I just kind of peppered in some trees out and about all over. And I think to round out the area, I bush lined some of our paths, some of our walking paths that we have down here, and then sprinkled trees throughout. And honestly, I'm really pleased with the whole build today. I'm very, very pleased with this. I think it turned out really nicely. So, as we kind of come to the end of the episode, as we watch all of our boats do the things that boats do, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your likes, comments, subscribes. They all mean a whole lot. They'll help out the channel a ton, and I'm very grateful that you would take the time to watch the video. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.